I'm excited for this because it's a guy who I follow, actually. It's called DC Food Porn, the most scrumptious desserts you have seen, oozing yolk, dripping ramen. I mean, it is just so yummy. The caption on his site says, "Consider your diet ruined." And it's true. This is a must-follow site in our city, the account on Instagram, which is cool because it's curated by a guy who never set out to be a food authority at all. USA Today has written about DC Food Porn. Every publication in Washington has written about his power to send crowds to restaurants with one post, one video. That is influence. Justin Schubel is the mind and the mouth behind DC Food Porn. He's 23 years old, has more than 200,000 followers now. We met up at a restaurant here on 14th Street where I asked about amassing his following over the years, how he charges his clients, and then the balance of real life versus marketing. Justin, influencer is a dream job for many people, but food influencer specifically, to get to be around it all the time. I imagine it's a blessing and curse.
It is. I love what I do, I'm not gonna lie. But there's a lot of I mean, with social media, you're only showing the best parts of your life, so it looks like I have the ultimate life, which I'm very lucky, but there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes into it. I am 23.
23 with 200 plus thousand followers.
Yeah.
That's an enormous amount of power and influence for anyone, much less so fast. I don't know if you feel like an overnight sensation. You know, they say most overnight sensations took about 10 years to get there, but it really does feel like suddenly everybody knows you.
Right. Well, for me, it's never felt like that for me because I've been doing this for the last 3 or 4 years, and it's been very steady growth. There was never a moment where I woke up with 100,000 new followers. I never had that sort of big break, blow up moment. So it's been a lot of just hard work, lots of food photos, lots of eating, and just sort of the daily grind of it.
I wonder how you get into that business mode where you have to tell someone, okay, here's the rate, here's the possibility.
It's my least favorite part.
How do you do that?
It's constant negotiation because there is no rule book. I mean, I don't get paid a salary by anybody. I have to negotiate every single contract. And luckily I went to business school, which helps, so I was prepared for that.
Because part of this is followers. Part of it is sponsors.
Right.
Have you noticed an uptick in people saying, please come to where I work?
Absolutely. So I get messages from restaurants, from brands, hotels, people want in on the action and they want their stuff featured.
Not food, but they also just want your followers,
They want my followers, and I think a lot of it too is, I think a good influencer has to have sort of an aesthetic and a look, and a lot of brands want to see their product or their service featured in that aesthetic, and I think that's part of it too.
Honestly, I assumed all your, and I don't mind because I love your site, but I assumed that it was all paid.
It's not. A lot of people ask me that. They're like, oh, you probably make it so much money in every post. For me, it's a combination of getting paid and then still putting out good content. I started this, I love food, but I also love just the art and the creative aspect of it. So I went somewhere the other day, spent $25 on a huge froyo cup just because I wanted that picture and I wanted to post it. And it would have been great to get paid for that, but even though I didn't, it doesn't mean I'm not going to post it. The reason I have the following that I do is because I've let sort of my style and my passion and all of that drive the content. So if there's something I think is really cool and I'm maybe it's going to get likes, maybe it's not, it can't hurt to try it. For me, it's about really showing all of DC, so I'll go to a hole in the wall, I'll go to a Michelin-starred restaurant and sort of everything in between. I like to say that I do everything from sushi to donuts.